the grey, and Lilac Road, the last two in. So they're all in now. 6 runners set here and off and racing for the Basti Equiworld Dubai Middleton Fillies Stakes. It's Group 2 contest over this extended 1.25 miles. And Aristia is the one that begins best. And she settles down just ahead then, a length or so ahead of Forbearance and Ville de Grace, who's a little bit keen on the outside, but not too keen. Behind these in 4th then is Lilac Road racing together with the grey Thunder Kiss, and Ryan has got Noon Star settled in last place as they race across the far side of the Knavesmire and head down towards the 7 furlong pole here. Only about 4 lengths covering these 6 fillies, as the outsider of the sextet, Aristia, continues to make the running in the hands of Sean Levey and leads by a length and a half. Then Ville de Grace and Richard Kingscote racing in 2nd place, with alongside her on the inside then one of the Irish Raiders, Forbearance, in the hands of Shane Foley. Thunder Kiss, the grey, Colin Keane on the outside of Lilac Road and Tom Marquand, and still Noon Star, this beautifully bred filly, last of the 6. The daughter of Midday, who won this race back in 2011, is still in last place, about 5 lengths off the speed as they turn down towards the entrance to the home straight, with just over half a mile left to cover here in this Group 2 contest. All travelling well, it would seem. Aristia brings them down the home straight here at the Knavesmire. Closing up on the outside is Ville de Grace. On the inner, Forbearance now begins to make her move. Still no move yet from Thunder Kiss. You can see Ryan is pushing away now on Noon Star. She begins to make up ground. Lilac Road is getting cover in the race and travels pretty well. Can you name the winner here? They're all going pretty well as they race up towards the final 1/4 mile. Aristia still hanging on grimly. Ville de Grace on the outside, and Thunder Kiss coming there strongly under Colin Keane on the wide outside. Lilac Road between horses, trying to land a blow, and she's keeping on too. Noon Star looks beaten, so too is Forbearance. They're inside the final furlong. Lilac Road coming with a storming run to tackle Aristia. These two will battle it out, and Lilac Road is getting the better of the argument and goes on to score. Lilac Road wins the Middleton for Tom Marquand and William Haggas. Aristia was in 2nd, Thunder Kiss, and then Ville de Grace in 4th.
Lilac Road has won the Basti Equiworld Dubai Middleton Stakes for Jon and Julia Aisbitt, his breeders, trainer William Haggas and Tom Marquand. Has beaten Aristia into 2nd place for Richard Hannon and Sean Levey. 3rd is Thunder Kiss, who was well back beforehand. The stout pair have ultimately proved a little disappointing in different ways. Ville de Grace, who had good track position, and Noon Star, who didn't really look quick enough, and Forbearance has finished last of the sextet. Lilac Road has returned generous odds of 15-2. A very willing and game performance from a filly on whom patient tactics have reaped dividends, Chris.
Yeah, they have. Really seems to have improved since being ridden with a little bit of more patience, and has managed to comfortably turn around form with Ville de Grace from a couple of previous meetings between the pair. And at the point where the race really started to hot up from 3 out to 2 out, is just a little bit outpaced. Doesn't go quite as easily through the gears as the grey on the outside, Thunder Kiss, but finishes off that much better through the final couple of furlongs. And she's won this in the manner of a horse that is improving still, and this has to go down as a career best performance, and there might be a little bit more to come under the right circumstances. The way that she goes makes you think that in a more well-run race in the early part of it, she could be seen to even better advantage.
Lilac Road has just won the Group 2 Middleton. Tom Marquand was on board. That's a huge step forward from the Dahlia, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you know, I know it's easy to say after, but I half expected it because she ran a super race that day, and we hadn't gone very slow, and as we all know, Newmarket's quite a tough track to come from behind, but we were dropping her in that day because she can be a bit keen, so look, it probably, to us, measured a little bit of a better run than it might have viewed. So look, coming in here today, it was the question mark of how far back did we let her get, knowing that there was no speed in the race, but she relaxed beautifully where she was, and we didn't go very quick, but got away with it.
Do you think she's now shaping as though she might do better over 1.5 miles?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I got her for at Newmarket and thought she might be, well, I actually said I reckon we'll definitely be getting 1.5 miles with her this year, and look, she's learning to relax. If she can continue on that path, we will definitely get it. If she stays on the sort of edgy side, we might struggle, but look, she's clearly a filly with lots of talent and plenty of heart to go with it, so it's great to get the job done today.
These tactics have been the making of her, actually, haven't they, ever since the Up Open?
Yeah, do you know what it was? William at Salisbury just said, drop her out last, if it goes wrong it's my fault, and it was the best thing he could have said, because, you know, as a jockey you're always trying to give horses the best chance, and sometimes by actually taking them out of the race early, it's a tough one to do without permission. So look, I think William basically made her in one day with saying those words before they actually went on one, and proved that those tactics are just what she needed at the time, and she's building now that almost we probably don't need to go quite as extreme with those tactics anymore.
Well, it's a fantastic team success, I reckon, Tom. Many congratulations on your Group 2. Well done.
Cheers, thanks.
Thank you. Jon and Julia Aisbitt have just seen their homebred Lilac Road win the Group 2 Middleton Stakes. Jon is here to see it. Oh, you must be delighted.
Absolutely delighted. It will be a very easy trip home tonight. In the past, I remember we had a fancied horse at Doncaster, and driving to Sussex from Doncaster when you've had a no-show, it's a long way. It'll be a very easy trip today.
Well, this was very different. Give us a bit of an insight of what you were thinking as you were watching the race.
I was pleased that Tom had said he wanted to tuck her in because he felt that she'd got lit up a bit early in the race at Newmarket, which had cost her at the end because she didn't seem to finish as strong as she normally does. And he was delighted to be in the position he was in, but just a bit worried that it was quite a slow pace and that it might be a bit crowded towards the end. But in practice, she did really, really well.
Yeah, she came through really strongly at the finish. Are you thinking maybe 1.5 miles? I put it to Tom and he was thinking yes.
Tom has raced that after both of the last 2 races, and so I'll be speaking to Mr. Haggas about that.
Do you know where you might head next? I know she hasn't got fancy entries, has she?
No, I genuinely don't. We talked about this race, even though it came only 11 days after Newmarket, but it was very much a question of seeing where we got to. But having won a group race, we'd like to think we'd be making some more interesting entries.
Yeah, why not? And how about the significance for you for winning a Group 2 with your homebred?
The significance is twofold. One is winning with a homebred, but the other thing is having raced the mare. There's something wonderful about the generational thing. I can still remember this horse's dam winning black type in France, and the excitement that we had around that. And that sort of generational flow is wonderful.
That's lovely. And are they different characters, the two of them?
You wouldn't argue with either of them.
You're a wise man, Jon. I'll let you go and celebrate.
Thank you.